Welcome back to your Friday edition of Humber News. I'm Sarah Flores, coming to you from the Broadcast Center. We're going to head it over to Keisha Watson for your weekend entertainment.
Thanks, Sarah. Beyonce revealed on Instagram that she has officially released her remix of J Balvin and Willie Williams' hit single, Mi Gente. This new track is the first piece of work she has released since giving birth to twins in June. The singer vowed to give all proceeds made from the sale of the new track to hurricane and earthquake relief in Puerto Rico, Mexico, and the Caribbean islands. Beyoncé also posted a link on her page directing fans to organizations where they can donate money and various goods. She joins Ricky Martin, Jennifer Lopez, Pitbull, Evelyn Lozada, Drake, and many other prominent celebrities in their efforts to financially support the victims of these tragic natural disasters. The Mi Gente remix is also available on YouTube and all streaming services. The new trailer for Red Dead Redemption has taken the internet by storm. It came out just last night.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized.
The long-awaited sequel showcases landscapes of the open-world game. It also hints at new features such as heists, animals, dual-wielding gunplay, and a world big enough for fast travel by train. Fans will also be happy to hear about the addition of bows and arrows. The original game was critically acclaimed, received a large number of awards, and sold over 15 million copies. The release date is set for mid-2018. Humber College's newspaper has a new and improved look. Our cameras caught the editorial team hard at work this morning. It's a new tabloid look for the online publication. The goal of the change was to make the cover seem more like a poster. The paper has been in production for about 50 years, but the name became Etc. back in 1993. Third-year students in the journalism program run the paper. It'll be up online at humberetcetera.com later today. Things are looking good. And finally, the annual citywide arts event is coming. Nuit Blanche returns from sundown tomorrow to sunrise on Sunday. Art installations from various artists will fill the streets of Toronto. A caravan of art-filled shipping containers will be displayed at Nathan Phillips Square. Every year, Nuit Blanche sheds light on social issues, but this year will be a little bit more explicit. TTC will be open all night long, as well as free parking around the exhibition area. That's our update for this weekend. Here's Jason Ramroop with your sports update.
Thanks, Keisha. Toronto's Invictus Games will be coming to a close tomorrow. The Games brought forth competitive spirit to the city of Toronto. Wounded warriors from all over the world helped share an important message through the power of sportsmanship. Luckily, I managed to experience this memorable event in person. Here's a look back to some highlights of the 2017 Invictus Games. Invictus Games, the sporting event where wounded military personnel seek honor outside of the battlefield, will be coming to an end tomorrow. The Paralympic-style event has taken the city of Toronto by storm this past week, attracting thousands of new fans and admirers along the way.
Having an awesome time. Toronto has put on an absolutely stonker of a game so far. It is brilliant.
Taking place throughout numerous venues across Toronto and performing on different types of platforms, terrains, and courts, Invictus gracefully inspired the city. 550 wounded warriors from over 17 nations have showcased their athletic prowess despite their varying disabilities. Not only that, but the athletes as well as the spectators and supporters have proven that the strength of unity and camaraderie can and will prevail against any adversity.
I go home now thinking, wow, these people are just, wherever they're from in the world, they're united by sport, by all the challenges they've gone through, and we're all human beings, and it's just really a wonderful event.
Let's take a look back at some of the events that unfolded in the city of Toronto. Taking over Nathan Phillips Square, the games started off with a little bit of wheelchair tennis, in a sport where agility and precision matter most. The athletes did not let up one bit. Despite being in a wheelchair, players were able to swiftly move both laterally and vertically to the excitement of the crowd. The athletics event was a popular one. York Lions Stadium was jam-packed with young, energetic fans. The spacious arena was quite the scenery. Vibrant green grass paired with the brown grit track made the perfect combination for an Invictus event to take place. Moving on to the high-anticipated cycling event, Hyde Park was where riders zipped along the tracks hoping to place a medal spot. The athletes left nothing on the line as individual time trial races determined who the victor would be. The event included 4 different types of cycling races such as a tandem, recumbent, road cycling, and hand cycling. Fans from countries all over the world were glued to the railings watching in anticipation as riders passed them with a blink of an eye. Despite the incredible performance of the athletes, fans have not forgotten the true meaning behind the Invictus Games.
You're able to do whatever you put your mind to. So, you know, all these people out here competing have some sort of physical limitation or mental limitation, and they're all still out here getting after it.
The word Invictus means unconquered, and that's what the athletes of Invictus Games showed us this year. So, Invictus Games will wrap up in Toronto tomorrow for the closing ceremony, and we'll see where they go again next year, but Invictus has definitely left an impact on Toronto. I'm Jason Ramrub, Humber News. The Toronto Raptors are ready to return to action this Sunday.
DeRozan sees an opening, drives and throws it down! DeMar DeRozan with the slam! As soon as he saw that daylight, he was gone.
DeMar DeRozan and the rest of the pack will bring the high-flying NBA action to the Stan Sheriff Center in Honolulu, Hawaii. In this preseason opener, the Raptors will host Blake Griffin and the CP3-less Los Angeles Clippers. The two teams will face off twice on the tropical island as part of the Clippers Hawaii Classic, including the Fan Fest event at the Hawaii Convention Center. In other news, NBA trade drama continues to keep fans guessing. Carmelo Anthony never thought he'd end up in Oklahoma City. The newly acquired Thunder forward said he and now fellow teammate Paul George were supposed to head to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said the deal between the Knicks and the Cavs fell off last minute and that Oklahoma wasn't even on the bargaining table. Anthony's trade to the Thunder will put him in the spotlight alongside last season's MVP, Russell Westbrook. That's a look at sports. Lindsay Newman is up next with your weekend weather.
Thanks, Jason. It looks like the fall weather is finally coming for Nuit Blanche this weekend, but you also might want to bring that jacket because it's getting cooler within the next few days. But it may be also time to take out that umbrella because today there will be a risk of thunderstorms with a high of 17 and a low of 7. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high of 15. But for those going to Nuit Blanche tomorrow night, you may want to bring that jacket because it's dipping all the way down to a low of 5. On Sunday, for the beginning of October, there will be a mixture of sun and cloud with a high of 18 and going down to a low of 11. But for those heading to Nuit Blanche tomorrow night, remember to be safe and have fun. Back to you, Sarah.
Thanks, Lindsay. We leave you today with this. 10 panda cubs were born at the research base in Chengdu, China. The cubs delivered greetings for China's upcoming National Day. The cubs were born a few months ago. They can be seen lying down and maybe trying to get away from one of their handlers. The giant panda is a vulnerable species because of its low birth rate, both in the wild and in captivity. It's among the most adored and protected animals in the world. That's all for today. I'm Sarah Flores. You can find all the day's news and much more at humbernews.ca. And of course, you can also follow us on Twitter. Humber News is written and produced by students in the journalism program. Our crew are students in the broadcast, television, and videography program. Thanks to everyone who worked on today's show. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again next time.